Well, well, well. It never fails. The Cowboys are in the news cycle. And you can tell they didn't play last week because it's like every time you look up, they're looking for something off the field as it applies to the Dallas Cowboys. Last week, it was Jerry Jones and the 105.3 scandal. And now this week, we have an article from someone from ESPN. Enjoy your 5 minutes of fame, Kaylin Collar, because she says that the tour at the Star or the Cowboys practice facility is a distraction. But what kind of distraction are we talking about? On or off the field? Winning or losing? Let's talk Cowboys. We're about to talk facts. Welcome, Cowboy fans and Cowboy haters alike. I'm the G, and I'm the host of Let's Talk Cowboys, where we talk facts. Let's talk facts. I'm confused at this article by Kaylin Collar and how everyone is making such a huge ordeal about this article that is saying that past players are complaining about tours at the Star and that they are a huge distraction. I don't know if there is much a huge distraction or it's more showing the mentality of this team and that this team, the personnel per se, as in a lack of personnel is the problem. And maybe there is a mentality with the problem of not only some of the past personnel, but with present personnel also. I mean, you're the Dallas Cowboys. You're the most popular team in the world. You're the most valuable sports franchise in the world. So why wouldn't people want to come and tour your stadium like they do other stadiums? But I guess the complaint is that the Cowboys let some of the people who tour be a little closer to the people than other places. And so there are statements in here like former Dallas Cowboy tight end Dalton Schultz, who said a couple of years ago, the place is like a zoo. But I also find it to be not ironic that the Cowboys didn't give him the contract that he wanted because he considered himself to be a top tier tight end, which is funny that ever since he left Dak Prescott, his productivity fell off exponentially. He says it's like a zoo because fans tapped on the glass walls of the weight room to get players' attention while they were inside working out. I just wonder, Dalton Schultz, is that happening every day? Is that happening every day? Is that happening every practice? Every time you work out? When is it happening? I find it to be strange that J-Ron Curse, he's doing some complaining. He's no longer on the Cowboys. And the one that really struck me strange was the fact that Tony Pollard said something that is so strange to me. Tony Pollard says, this is more about football, just X's and O's. Running back Tony Pollard, who spent 5 seasons with the Cowboys, saying about his new team, the Tennessee Titans, I'm in a better place mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, just all around. Y'all know what I find to be strange? He feels better losing. Do y'all know the Tennessee Titans is 1-6? The Tennessee Titans are 1-6. But you feel better losing than you do winning when you got to the playoffs with the Cowboys, and had you not broken your leg, I believe the Cowboys have a good chance of winning that football game. But you feel better losing when there is no winning in sight for your team, not this year nor next year. And as a matter of fact, after next year, you probably won't be on the team. Isn't that strange? But the one that really strikes me funny And as we talk about Tony Pollard, and I'll say this, it's funny that he also feels better that he got a contract that he couldn't get from the Cowboys. He got a 3-year, but 2 years of it is guaranteed $14 million. And how much you bet he won't make 3 years because they can cut ties with him in 2 years and with no winning in sight? Well, why would they want to keep him 3 years when they know they're not going to win? But he feels better losing because he feels better emotionally. That's mentality. That has nothing to do with tours at the Stars. And even all these players are admitting it. Even J. Ron Kerr says that the tours at the Star, the distractions of the Star, had nothing to do with us not getting over the hump. Then why mention it? Why mention it? It's not your business to take care of the business at the Star. It's your business to play football on Sundays and practice at the Star. And you can't tell me that someone tapping on the window is so distracting that you can't remember your game plan. You can't remember where you're supposed to be on the field, that you can't practice, that you can't lift weights, and you're getting paid millions of dollars to do it. There's a mentality problem with the Cowboys. And Jerry Jones, no matter who he brings in, people can complain about who Jerry has brought in and who Jerry has not brought in. If this mentality problem doesn't get fixed on the Dallas Cowboys, it's not going to be no winning for them either way. But what really has got me scratching my head is the response of Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb. Two players that we have watched have not been on the same page on the sideline, have not been on the same page in between the white lines, which means the football field. And as I listen to them in this press conference, it's making me realize that even mentality-wise, Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb are not on the same page. I want you to hear CeeDee Lamb and Dak Prescott, two of the highest paid players on the team, two of the leaders on the team, of which I believe, of course, Dak Prescott is the leader on the team. But CeeDee Lamb should be a leader on the team as in his play, as in how he conducts his business on the field and off the field. I want you to hear the difference in the answers that both of them give. Let's roll it.
Some former players have just been outspoken about tours being a distraction. Do you feel that way at all? And if so, what's your response?
I mean, for once, is all I know. I'm not going to let a couple of people touring the building distract me. I'm present where I am. I think, simply, honestly, I feel like it's an excuse. I mean, what's the difference in you guys coming in the locker room and talking? You know what I mean? Honestly, with guys about that too, and I don't get that. I mean, it's being a professional, some things you deal with. Obviously, I guess the nature of this organization, you know, the tours are probably 10 times more than other places if the other places are doing them. I think some do, right? I mean, no? Well, okay, there you go, Cowboy.
Some do.
Yeah, some do. But I guess, you know, passing up the guys, I mean, you know, yeah, you've just got to embrace it. I mean, honestly, to me, you can walk by and you can have a negative mindset about it and allow that to ruin your day, or you can, you know, be thankful that you're an organization that people want to see. And, you know, for me, it's just easy to say what's up, wave, and keep walking. Obviously, they can't talk to you, so I think that's where I've heard, right, you feel like a zoo animal. Well, it's like, you know, sometimes, yeah, I bark back and I say, hey, and, you know, you just keep rolling. So a lot going on that I'm not going to allow a couple of people through the workplace. There's people on the other side of the building that you don't necessarily know. Is it a distraction when you're grabbing your plate and they're grabbing theirs? That it's easy to focus on what you want to focus on if that's your mindset.
Is that a difference between winning and losing?
No.
That has not played a role in
The tours?
Yes.
I mean, I don't think so. Then, I mean, if that's the case, then the crowd's a distraction when you get out there. So, I mean, it's the NFL. It's a business that those exact reasons are the reasons that this game is entertaining, that people want to watch it, that you have the fans that you have, and you can create the relationships that, no, I mean, if you're distracted by that, then you're distracted by the fans in any arena you get into.
Hang on, we're official with Calvin.
Dak said he's present. He stays focused. He doesn't let people distract him. He also said there are players who also complain about reporters in the locker room But he says they say that's a distraction. But he's saying something. That's a part of the business. Football is a business. Notice he talked about people being entertained. It's a business. He also says that that there are all kinds of quote unquote distractions. He says, but look, be thankful. You ought to be thankful that you're on a team that's so popular. You ought to be thankful because there's going to be benefits when you're done playing with the Dallas Cowboys. You have to stay focused. And he's saying something. I'm sorry, but a few tours at the Star is not the reason why the Cowboys are winning and losing. But watch the difference. Watch the difference in the answer of one CeeDee Lamb.
Do you see the tours as a distraction?
Sometimes. That's all I'm gonna say.
Y'all see the difference? There's a difference. There's a difference in the response. And this tells me some things, and I could be totally off on this, but I see why Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb are not on the same page. They have a different mentality. For Dak Prescott, it seems that the money, it seems like that's not really his motivation, like he said. Dak Prescott wants to win. Dak Prescott understands the business of football. Dak Prescott is embracing everything that comes along with being the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. He's thankful for being so blessed to be the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys, playing the game that he loves still as a grown man and getting paid millions of dollars to do it. And he's not going to let what Jerry Jones is doing distract him from doing his part. The only part he's wanting Jerry Jones to do is get him players. But I think Dak Prescott has been let in on Jerry's plan with that too. And that's why he's not tripping like everybody else is this year. He's got this year and 4 more years. Dak has put in his mind, I'm getting a Super Bowl within those 4 years. And I'm not going to let anything distract me. I'm going to be the leader of this team, and I'm going to do the things that I need to do. I'm telling us. The problem with the Dallas Cowboys, if they're talking about the star Dak, that stuff, that's not the problem. That's not the problem. Those are excuses. You choose to focus on what you focus on. They're just excuses. And if that's your mentality, you're never going to win with this team. But y'all tell me what you think in the comments. What did you think about what Dak Prescott said versus what CeeDee Lamb said? Do you think the same way that I do, that we're seeing why they're not on the same page? If you like this video, please like, subscribe, share, hit that notification bell so you'll know the next time when Let's Talk Cowboys, where we talk facts. Post another video. Peace.